this is Dan Ferrisi, Group Editor, Commercial and Security with Emerald, here at the HDBaseT Alliance booth at InfoComm 2024, doing thought leadership panels with some of the brightest minds in the industry today. Here we're talking about sustainability and environmental friendliness in AV. We have a great group of three panelists, Thomas Tang, of course, Kathryn, Gaskell, and Juan Gutierrez. Thank you for being here, one and all. Really appreciate you taking some time to inform us about sustainability-related trends. So why don't we start with you, Kathryn? Do you want to talk a little bit about sustainable product design, sustainable manufacturing processes, essentially what best practices we should keep in mind, what the trends are out there in those regards?
Definitely. So circular economy is an important thing for us not to be adding products into the landfill too early. We're really developing processes so that we can use the right materials, increasing recycled content in both packaging and in our products. And then equally knowing when the end of life happens that we dispose of our products responsibly. So creating those products so that it's easy to separate materials and dispose of it properly. And then also understanding the footprint of your facilities as you're manufacturing and the energy use that you have, and looking for opportunities to reduce that energy use.
Anything you would add on that, Thomas?
Yeah, so at Apantac we've been practicing, measuring carbon footprint for a long time now. We can measure down to the component level on how much energy is used per component on the board. So we measure every time when the SMT machine is turned on, what the process takes, how many boards it goes through, what's the average energy used per board, and then from that we could deduct all the way down to the component level, even as small as the 0402 components on that board. And in addition to that, you have to think about, we even measure what kind of truck is driven, to the end customer, what kind of truck is just driven to the delivery people, and what fuel is used. And we average all that into our carbon footprint number that's kept tracked on every product we build.
Yeah. Sure, absolutely.
Right now I'm going to talk as an integrator, and if we have a very large project where, let's say, the 100 classrooms, each classroom has the same devices, so the manufacturers can ship all these products in the same box, so you can reduce the use of the cardboard. Not each product in each box, so it will help. That will help.
So let's talk a little bit about e-waste, which is a big concern, obviously, if we're talking about sustainability. What would be some strategies when it comes to product lifecycle management, responsible disposal, so we're not contributing to and exacerbating an e-waste related issue when it comes to disposing of products? Anyone want to start with that?
Well, the idea of to reduce the e-waste is you can give the products a second life. Mm-hmm. That's one of the programs that we have in SAVe to reuse this product. You can donate to another organization. So the idea is to reduce the e-waste, trying to not throw away the devices.
In addition, is it extending the life of the product, so software updates and making sure that you can leverage that technology for a longer life than having to dispose of it. Ultimately, you do, but making sure that you make that product easy to be segmented and disposed of properly. But the longer life that you can to postpone the recycling or the disposal is helpful for all.
Yeah.
So, part of the product design, you have to pick a part that's going to be around for a while. May not be the cheapest part, but in the long term, it actually saves you money. Another thing that we keep track of is, where does the end user get, at the end, where is the product installed? How far is that installation from a recycling place? We actually keep track of that as part of our carbon footprint. It's not the easiest thing to do, but there is a way to measure it.
So as we begin to start to wrap up the conversation, knowing all three of you are very passionate about sustainability, you're trying to drive the future of AV in a more sustainable, more green, more earth-friendly direction, are there any other best practice guidelines, additional resources, collaborative efforts that your respective organizations are part of, that you can say kind of this is the path that we are taking to try to drive us in a more sustainable, more earth-friendly direction? I mean, certainly SAVe is at the vanguard of that. What would you share with regard to best practices, educational resources, collaborative efforts you're part of?
Well, I definitely think, and we've had some great conversations here at the show already, is understand what your future vision is. Right now, Legrand's view is to be carbon neutral by 2050, but then you have to really manage it in a shorter increment. So we take it by roadmaps, and we have targeted focus so that we hit those metrics for that longer vision, and we're working through those. We have 3-year roadmaps that we're doing so. But you also mentioned the great partnership we have with SAVe. It's a great organization to be part of, to learn from those experts. And I say get connected to anyone that's on this panel or SAVe to make sure that you're meeting people and learning more from them as well. Want to talk about SAVe a little bit more?
Yeah, sure. We're in SAVe. We are developing right now. We are writing a document. There are some guides that anyone can read, and there we are talking about to use the technology like HDBaseT, because they are sending through one copper cable, 5 technologies. It's USB, audio, video, the rest. So you are reducing the use of cables. Mm-hmm. That's a really, HDBaseT is a game changer.
Yeah. No, there's no doubt about it. And I want to thank all of you, Thomas from Apantac, Kathryn from Legrand, and Juan, of course, from SAVe, for being here today. Appreciate your thought leadership. And really, as a citizen of the planet, thank you for your efforts to try to make the AV industry aware of the imperative to be sustainable, earth-friendly, and really kind of serve the planet we all live on. So thank you for your efforts and for your thought leadership here.